satellite communications, helmets and headsets. Find new adventures with GPS. Breathe clean air.
All right, we are back. Your production crew is taking a lunch break. We are finishing up day one main event. We will get live scoring and timing as this group just took off. Let's see what race this is.
All right, we are back. Motorcycle expert, 15 to 24. Novice and amateur as well. Race number 7, second moto of the day. Weather is beautiful out here in Cedar City, Utah at Iron Mine Raceway for the 2022 Can-Am Outlaw Series West presented by Red Bull. Track is prime. Mother Nature graced us with some more water. Following up race number 7, we have race number 8, ATV Open Amateur. And the track looks like it's really prime conditions for these guys. Lots of traction, lots of line selection. You can see the guys actually moving quite a bit around the course. There's been great battles all day, especially in the motorcycle classes. Talked with some of the motorcycle guys. They actually said that there was a lot of traction out there. Some of them needed new tires just because they hadn't replaced their tires in so long. Hitting up the Maxxis guys, getting new rubber. Oh, these guys are battling. Getting wild. Closes battle on the track, man. Line selection is key. We talked about it earlier. Never follow. It's exactly what these guys are doing. Oh, wow, that outside line looked like it had quite a bit more speed. Going in that corner was a little too much, though. All right, so let's give you a running order of our 15-24 motorcycle expert, novice, and amateur. We have Colby Law. Out in first place. We're also going to have Kyle Pulsifer. He's going to be in first place. Both of those guys are in their own class. So Gavin Dugan is out front of the 15-24 amateur, ahead of Gavin Stanton. Two Gavins out front. Michael Coleman, Chase Curtis, Trey Owen, Owen Meyer, and Damian Livrary. And then Ammon, Pulsifer, and Colby McBroom in the 15-24 novice class. Track really does look primo out here. This facility is fantastic. They got dirt bike track, mini bike tracks, GP tracks like the one we're racing on today. And clearly you can see how amazing all that scenery is over there. Lots of room for your RVs to park, hang out, bring the family, barbecue, have some fun with the kids. Oh, with the hero line, knifing the front end a little bit. Big hero line. 2 hero lines for the Kawasaki rider. Yeah. All the quads and the UTVs opened it up. That berm is nice and smooth now. Still some big battles out on course. Oh, just stuffed him, but almost took himself out at the same time. And the third place guy, or the third rider in line, gets by the Kawasaki. That was crazy. See if this Kawasaki comes back for some redemption. Yep, trying to get through. Man, what a wild area. I think that's number 1 rule, man. If you're going to go try, oh, man. Trying hard, just lost it on the berm. Hopefully that rider's okay. Looks like he might have took a bar to the gut. There's a lot of effort extended as well during that transaction. Sounds like we still got a 125 out there, 2-stroke. Oh, here we go, hero line. See if it pays off. So we have race number 8, ATV Open Amateur, coming up next. White flag coming out for race number 7. Vet 50 plus, 15 to 24 expert, novice, and amateur. All right, as these guys finish their last laps, let's give a little bit of love to our sponsors. Thank you very much to the guys over at Shock Therapy for helping us bring you this live feed. If you need anything for your rig, go get one of the ride improvement systems, any of the hard parts that they make, like steering racks, sway bar links, tie rod kits, radius rod kits. They make it all. And they can also set up your shocks and revalve them and make them really, really plush. Obviously, thank you very much to Can-Am and RedBull for being the title sponsors of this series. We couldn't do it without them. I mentioned it before a couple times on the feed today. Thank you to the guys over at Maxxis. They send their support crew out. You've probably seen it on the feed a few times already today. They got a big orange and white Maxxis truck filled with dirt bike tires, side-by-side tires, quad tires, to help out all of these racers, get them exactly what they need. And they've been changing tires, setting things up, and it's been pretty cool to see them supporting the races here this weekend. Thanks to the Lindemood Construction, S3 Power Sports, PPEI, Renegade Fuels, Liqui Moly, Double E Racing, Progressive Power Sports, Louisiana Direct Auto, Max Performance, Ultimax, Crown Construction, UTV Race Shop, Hess Motorsports, PCI, Graphics Guys, G3 Motorsports, thanks Blake. Blake did really well in his moto. MRT, Dinger Excavating, Texera Tech, and again, Shock Therapy. Is that what you do to turn it off? All right, so we're winding down. Final lap for race number 7. Motorcycle vet, 50 plus, 15 to 24 expert, novice, and amateur. Still a big fan of two strokes, man. Two stroke coming through.
What do you think about that fuel injected 300?
Oh, the fuel injected two stroke 300?
Think we'll see that out a lot? And think we'll see it in
I don't know,
Supercross?
man. Josh, that's a good question. Like, I really think it's cool. Anything with fuel injection is like way cooler, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. The two strokes just like, I love them, dude.
Yeah.
But nothing can beat an engine brake.
So I wonder if that fuel injected will give that engine brake and like, I don't know. I wonder if the torque's
I don't think
always
so.
there.
I think it's just going to take away that little initial bog on the bottom end.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool if it rides like a 4-stroke. But
I heard it's really, really good or potent outdoors, like GNCC stuff.
Oh, I bet that.
Like in the woods?
Sure.
I heard
That
it's
with
really
the
good
cruise
there.
Clutch and
Nice and lightweight.
oh yeah, that'd be really good. Yeah, I'm ready to find my KTM ride day where they bring all their demos out.
Yeah.
Test it out. Almost in the sky.
All right, coming down to the checkered flag. Looks like Colby Lobb. Gavin Dugan. Kyle Pulsifer and Eamon Pulsifer are all going to come home with the victory. There we go, checkered flag. Yeah, hit me up. Sorry, it's not going to cast it. All right, race number 8 is getting ready to take the track in just a little bit here. So let's introduce these guys as we get some of our last motocross motorcycle guys to finish up here. ATV Open Amateur, race number 8. Number 66, Magnus Whittington, Las Vegas, Nevada, 16 years old. Number 68, Kevin Collies, Cedar City, Utah, 18 years old. Sponsored by Triple S Polaris, Raceline Wheels, Alba Racing, ITP Tires, Union Graphic Company, Fine Line Suspension. Number 71, Trent Adams, Las Vegas, Nevada, 16 years old. Number 122, Mason Delgado, Escondido, California, 12 years old. Sponsored by Dirt Series, Roll Designs, and Elka. Number 999, Jordan Murray, Las Vegas, Nevada, 19 years old. As all these guys are crossing the finish line. Good look at the Maxxis rig right there. Thank you to the Maxxis guys again. All right, we're getting ready to go. Here we go. Race number 8, ATV Open Amateur. Another hole shot from the inside, man. Man, these ATV guys really battle it out. ATV Open Amateur on course. All right, race number 8, ATV Open Amateur. Got number 66, Magnus Whittington of Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 68, Kevin Cooley's out of Cedar City, Utah. Triple S, Polaris Raceline Wheels, Alba Racing ITP Tires, Union Graphic Company, and Fine Line Suspension. Number 71, Trent Adams out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 122, Mason Delgado out of Escondido, California. And number 999, Jordan Murray of Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the things that I wanted to do was check in with timing and scoring and see how fast these guys' lap times are in the ATV class. All right, so leading out, we have 122, Mason Delgado. Number 68, Kevin Cooley's. Number 71, Trent Adams. Number 66, Magnus Whittington. Number 99, Jordan Murray. Man, these guys are hauling the mail. Wonder if these guys did any setup changes between motos. It'd be kind of cool to understand what they did. The track conditions look pretty similar. Coming down that long straightaway before the big sender, step down. One of the best things I think about this track is that there's not really any, it's not all straightaways. There's a lot of left, rights, and there's a lot of really bank turns. There's a lot of overarching turns. Really cool that you're kind of leaning or always positioned on one side of the vehicle, left or right. And on dirt bike, just leaning over left or right. Got to go talk with a lot of the racers during our intermission break for lunch, and man, everybody says the same thing, that the track flows really well. Both those riders taking roughly the same line. The front rider got a little bit more into the cushion. The second place guy actually got, looks like he's getting a little bit more drive off the corners because he's staying on the blue groove and the traction's coming back. Cutting his corners in a little tighter, getting a little bit more speed, keeping it straighter. Good battle between those two riders. All right, your ATV Open Amateur. We got Mason Delgado still out front, number 122. Kevin Cooley's in second. Trent Adams in third. Magnus Whittington in fourth. And Jordan Murray round out the top 5. Still, these dudes are battling, man. They've been battling all this whole time. Wow, they're getting crazy. Is it? All right, you can see actually over there, the pit bike guys are actually getting ready as well. Man, they're still battling. These guys have been at it for this whole. Oh, look, he's even leaning back, trying to get more speed to pass him. Getting crazy. Uses momentum. There we go. As much speed as possible. Oh, could have been a big sender. Could have also been risking it too much. Man, these guys are going for it. Last lap, man. It's only one more lap to make your passes. So you have roughly 4 minutes to get it done. I think we should listen to what Caden Wells was telling us earlier on the broadcast, that you got to set it up a few corners in advance. There we go, split lanes. He's gonna try it. See if it works. No, not enough, man. Man, he's right on his rear bumper, just not enough to get by. All right, we're just finishing up with the ATV Open Amateur. It looks like Mason Delgado's got a pretty secure lead, so he's probably going to take home the win. It's all right. Let's just.
Brian Beatty made a comment on one of his last reels yesterday about it. Spam on YouTube. Trying to find another good one. Create code straight.
It looks like time's running out. Some pretty fast laps for these guys. Number 122, Mason Delgado, looks like a 4:23 for his first lap was his fastest lap. Oh, but it looks like Kevin Kalisz, I think it's pronounced. He's going to take home the top spot for the fastest lap, 4:21 for lap 1. And number 71, 4:29 for Trent Adams. Man, these guys are still cooking. Guy's going to be bringing it home across the finish line in just a couple seconds here. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but man, we got a lot of crowd cheering for these racers as they bring it home. Man, what a good battle right down to the finish line. All right, so that was our ATV Open Amateur. Mason Delgado takes the win. Kevin Kalisz takes second, and Trent Adams, 71. We're going to go down to staging right now and check out Motorcycle Pro 450 class, race number 9. The guys are all lining up. We got Brecken Baird, number 12 from St. George, Utah. Sponsored by Frontline Suspension, Fast Company, Kenda, and Fly. Number 14, Logan Freeman out of Boulder City, Nevada. It's KTM, he's 18 years old. Number 24, Traden Baird out of St. George, Utah. Number X1, Corbin McPherson out of Hurricane, Utah. Fly Racing Kendo, 100% AME grips. And number 398, last moto winner, Wade Huffman out of Clifton, Colorado. Man, he was cruising too. Wade was our example for smooth as fast today. Looks like we even got Chase Manka waiting down there on the starting line for his race, which is going to be race number 10. That is Outlaw Expert and Outlaw Amateur. One of our favorite races to watch during the weekend. All right, race number 9, just getting ready to take off here. Gonna let race number 8, the quad guys, just finishing it up. All right, let's see if Wade Huffman can take home the win again. Man, that smooth as fast really worked. See if any of these guys got any different tire combos, setup changes, anything like that. Thank you guys for tuning in at home, watching the feed. We appreciate you guys commenting in, letting us know what you guys want to see, who your favorite riders are, all that good stuff. Here we go. We got the Honda out front. I'm guessing that's already Wade Huffman just making his presence known. Goes for the hero line, first corner. Just pulls out. These guys are going to have a hefty task up for themselves, trying to keep up with him, man. He's got really good body positioning and able to maneuver the bike really well. You can tell that he rides really smooth and calculated. Wade, that really lends itself good to this track. There we go. Wade Huffman out front. Corbin McPherson looks like he's in second. Or excuse me, in third. All right, we'll give you a running order here. We already know Wade Huffman is out front, number 398, Logan Freeman, and Corbin McPherson right out the top three. The Baird boys hanging in there for the top five. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a comparison. We're going to try to see if we can follow Wade Huffman around for a lap and then follow with Logan Freeman for a lap. And maybe we can see the differences in their riding styles and how they're actually attacking the course. I think it'll be a good comparison. Pretty cool. Thank you to the Outlaw Productions TV crew for being able to accommodate us doing that and getting creative with some of the stuff we're doing here on the live stream for you guys. All right, so we got Wade Huffman front and center. Choosing the hero line in the first turn, man. Keeping that momentum going. That was definitely a good third gear corner right there, man. He ripped that. Body position is really good. Wasn't tiptoeing around that corner, but was definitely being mindful of the position of the bike so he could get the most rubber on the ground. Pretty impressive. Wade in the outside foot peg getting traction all the way out to the cushion. Very little brake, used a lot of rolling speed. Got a couple of bucks right there, but was able to control it with his legs. Really smooth, actually trying to avoid some of those notches in that corner. That was really nice line. Positioned himself right on the seat. Gonna come by the finish line in just a second here. Couple corners left to go for this lap. All right, now I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if we can follow Logan Freeman. Definitely still giving Wade Huffman a run for his money. Logan Freeman actually reminds me a little bit more of like an El Hombre kind of style, Jason Anderson kind of style. A little looser on the bike. Let the bike kind of dance around a little bit more underneath him. Wade Kaufman is a little bit more, I don't want to say calculated, that's not the right word, but a little bit more structured, like maybe like a Chase Sexton kind of rider, really focused on the form. Logan is really riding fast though. Really smooth over that. How he timed those three rollers, that was perfect. Big difference in throttle control, you can tell here. Freeman actually likes to use a lot more throttle than Wade Huffman does. Coming into that quarter wide open, man. Freeman is on it. What a great comparison. Thank you to the Outlaw Productions TV crew for getting us these fantastic shots so we can see the difference in riding styles between the top two. Freeman squaring it up, man. Oh, still pushing it. And it looks like third is actually coming up. So Corbin McPherson, X1. Looks like he stepped it up a little bit, trying to join the party. Thank you guys at home for hanging out with us, watching all this great racing for the Outlaw Series West at Cedar City, in Cedar City, Utah, at Iron Mine Raceway. Great facility. The weather has been beautiful. Even got some rain. Save us running out there at the water truck. All right, we got Wade Huffman still out front. Logan Freeman in second. Corbin and McPherson third. And the Baird brothers round out the top five. Track very similar to what it was in the first motos. Looks like it's a little rougher. The actual terrain is a little bit rougher than it was. But the moisture in the dirt looks very similar to what it was in the first motos. The side-by-side race coming up next is race number 10, the side-by-side Outlaw Expert and side-by-side Outlaw Amateur class. That was pretty much the first race that we are able to see any speckles of dust. So we'll see if that happens for the second motos here, but the track looks like it's in really good condition. X1 Corbin McPherson riding his Husqvarna with the red plate, man. You know what that means? It means he's leading the points. A lot of these guys race multiple series. When you see a camera angle like this that's not following like the drone, you can respect a lot more of their speed, because you see how fast they come in and out of these corners and how fast they're going down the straightaways. Some of these corners, like the corner that Corbin McPherson just went through, be interesting if the side-by-sides don't enter on the inside and they enter on the outside and push that corner out a little bit. Give them a lot better line, because that could be a very good passing opportunity, because the outside to inside would be a lot faster line, but somebody could open the door, or you open the door for somebody to come in on the inside. Some of these riders still staying out of the berms as much as possible. Corbin McPherson just nailed the end of that one. Looked like he just had some speed he needed to scrub off. And these guys are really hauling the mail. Like, I know that these drone shots don't give it a realistic expectation of what, but like right there, those guys are probably going upwards of at least 65 miles an hour. So Corbin McPherson, I also like his riding style a lot, man. All three of these top guys really know how to push it, where they sit on the bike, their positions. Corbin McPherson's making up some time, though, on Logan Freeman. And he's still got time left, so if Logan Freeman doesn't makes any mistakes, Corbin McPherson's going to be right on top of him. Try to capitalize. Still, man, they are battling. Their lap times have to be super close. And Wade Huffman looks like he's settled into a pace. He's still out there running strong, though, man. Man, Logan Freeman looks like he's laboring a little bit. Corbin McPherson got... we get the white flag? Does he have one more lap? No, might have a couple more laps, but Corbin McPherson's giving him all he can handle. Oh, here we go. Oh, and he stalls it. Logan Freeman stalls it, and Corbin McPherson actually gets by. Is that a pressure thing? I don't know. Man, I don't know if Logan got tired or if he was feeling the pressure, or maybe he actually had a mechanical issue because we don't see him in the screen anymore. Oh, what a bummer for Logan Freeman. Yeah, but Corbin McPherson obviously capitalizes on it. Oh, he's trying to start the bike. Doesn't look like it's getting going, man. So Logan Freeman, man, that was a tough one, dude. All right, so we are back with Corbin McPherson. I got to say, great race to Corbin, though, as well. Bum for Logan, but great race to Corbin, too, because he kept the pressure on the whole time. Just nailed the hero line right there. But, man, that was actually a good execution of that pressure, 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 and make the pass. And what do you know? Wade Huffman's out front, man. He's making it look easy. He's doing a really good job keeping it nice and smooth. I think we should get a butt patch for Wade Kaufman. Just put smooth. His technique looks really good. Oh, here we go with the first turn hero line. Maybe is this the last lap, one last time for Wade Kaufman, or does he get a couple more, man? He loves these outside berms on these in this infield. Oh, then he goes to the inside line around the tree, man. What execution. Look at that. The shorter line, that was a good lap that he just pulled, or a good section of corners that he just pulled there. The over-under tunnel. Corbin McPherson looks like he's going to wrap up second place. for the day, as long as things stay the same way and he doesn't make any mistakes. Track is getting a little bit dried out. At the beginning of this race for the dirt bikes, it was a little bit better. You can see Wade looking for the traction on some of the, here we go. Coming across through the finish. Looks like they're going to have a couple more laps to go as well. Corbin McPherson, he's a fan favorite out here, man. He's got a bunch of people yelling and screaming for him. That's awesome. We love seeing the fan favorites. Oh, sweet, yeah. So we just did see Logan Freeman. Thanks, Josh, for letting me know. Logan Freeman's back in it. Must have got the bike refired again. Logan Freeman just coming across the finish line now. Passing through one more time. We had a couple. Oh man! So Freeman, I don't know what's happening with Freeman. Poor bike. Keeps having to restart it. Who knows what's happening, man? Poor Freeman. The bike issues. We had a couple comments come in through the live feed and in text message. That people are wondering about the side-by-side racing. So there's 2 motos that are today. That are dirt bikes and ATVs. And then there's a couple side-by-side races as well today. But we also have some side-by-side racing coming tomorrow. So the structure of the motos was a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. But we have time limitations, so Brian Atkinson had selected to do it this way. Oh, man, Freeman is bummed. Well, his Alpine Stars kit is looking really good, at least. All right, so Wade Huffman. Circulating the track now, using that smooth style. Opts for the outside line instead of the inside line this lap. Corbin McPherson, X1, running second place. I feel like it's going to be pretty difficult to close that gap to Wade. Man, look at those epic views. There we go. Good picture of Traden Baird. All right, as Wade Huffman rounds the track another lap. Pretty epic views that you can see on the train that Wade is riding through. Takes the inside line, nice and smooth. Now it kind of looks like Wade is just actually out there just searching for lines, seeing what works and what doesn't work. Maybe he's looking for what he's going to do at the next race. Got some mini bike guys getting prepped up over there on the mini bike track. Man, Wade and those guys must be really hauling butt going down that straightaway. Man, the Wade is taking all the extra lines, man. Super cool to see. He's exploring the track. Looks like Corbin McPherson still giving as much as he can. Number 12, Brecken Baird. All right, so we have some of the lap times have just come in for the pro motorcycles. Interesting to compare some of these with the side-by-side classes as well. Fastest lap of the weekend so far is going to be Wade Huffman, number 398, with a 3:53 on lap 1. The fastest side-by-side was a 3:56 by Bo Judge. The third fastest lap of the weekend was the 3:58. No, yeah, 3:57 from X1, Corbin McPherson. And then after that was a tie between Pro Turbo and Pro Stock at 3:58. So very close lap times. This track really lending itself to both 2 and 4 wheels. All right, final lap on this endurance race for the Motorcycle Pro 450 class. These guys have been out there for a long time. They must be tired because, man, they've been out there just racing and racing and racing. Corbin McPherson's been doing a fantastic job. I think he actually made up a little bit of time on Wade Huffman. But the lap times don't say the same thing, at least for the fastest lap. But, man, he's been moving in my opinion. We still have the Baird boys, 3rd and 4th. And, unfortunately, Logan Freeman, I don't know if his bike expired. All right, checker flag for race number 9. Next race on the schedule is race number 10. It's going to be the side-by-side Outlaw Expert and Amateur classes. As the racers come across the finish line, we'll probably have a drone go over to the starting line. We'll introduce some of our drivers. Here we go. You can see some of them already now. So, side-by-side Outlaw Expert class, number 92, Mike Trovac, Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 101, Chase Mankin, who came home victorious in the first moto. Sponsored by Polaris, 4-Wheel Parts, Maxxis Tires, Chupacabra Off-Road, Benchmark Performance, Smecklin Motorsports, Car One, Baja Designs, Sparco X Travel, Anti-Gravity Batteries, Demon Power Sports, and Jmar Performance. Number 223, Rio Cox out of St. George, Utah. All-Star Excavating, number 354, Phil Johnson out of El Cajon, California. Sponsored by San Diego Coating, CST Tires, Polaris, Walker Evans, Visca Designs, Alltech Motorsports, GSP Performance, Benchmark Performance, Tire Block, Sparco, Maxima, H&R Steel, and OGO. In the side-by-side Outlaw Amateur class, which is probably going to be the second class there in line, we got number 19, Mark Hyman out of Oak Hills, California. Sponsored by Elka, Roll Designs, GBC Tires, Maxima, Texera Tech, Fuel Wheels, Trail Performance, PRP, and Alsup Racing. Number 27, Corey Williams out of Austin, Texas. Graphics Guys, TJ Cycles, Motorcycle Parts Limited. Number 58, David Holeby out of Clearburn, Texas. G3 Motorsports, Progressive Power Sports, Texas Packaging, and Lumber. Number 118, Byron Mowry out of Austin, Texas. Graphics Guys, G3, E2R, and Hess. Number 225, James Thomas out of Belmont, Arizona. Ruthless Power Sports, Valley Steel Supply. Number 295A, Michael Bernstein out of Surprise, Arizona. Valley Steel Supply. Number 915, Terry McBroom out of Peoria, Arizona. Dab Construction, Apex Trucking, and Cattle Company. And then number 1776, Brian Stevenson out of Dipping Springs, Texas. Sponsored by Graphics Guys, E2R, G3, and Hess. So these guys are going to be chomping at the bit to get going. All right, we got the green flag ready to go. For race number 10, Outlaw Expert and Outlaw Amateurs. There goes the experts. Looks like Chase Mankin gets a good jump off the gate. And leads him into the first herd. This is going to be, oh man, he's already getting pressure from behind. Rio Cox makes the pass already. So now it's going to be a race to the finish. Second place is as good as the first place in the first moto. And that's what Rio did. So let's see how they end up. Man, we already got a great battle in the side-by-side Outlaw Amateur class. James Thomas moving to the lead. Great line choices by James Thomas in those first few corners. David Holeby. There in second. Looks like Corey Williams in third. Oh, maybe it was Mark Hyman. I'm sorry. So the Outlaw Amateur class not disappointing with great battles so far today. Last moto and this moto starting off with 110% aggressiveness from all these drivers. And it looks like the Yamaha in third place has a little bit more pace than the Can-Am in second. Oh, just trying to push his way through it. Oh, finally made it through, man. Whoa, that was a squeaked it in there. Looks like the dust might have played a little factor in that. But whatever you can do to make the pass, man. So our Yamaha, I think of Corey Williams, moves into second place. both leader and second place opting for the right side in the option lane, and everybody else opting for the left side in the option lane. Man, we have a close battle for third. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, all neck and neck. Any of these drivers make a mistake, cool to see as well with the Can-Am, 2 RS1s and another Can-Am. 2 RS1s and a Can-Am sandwich so far. All right, so our current leader, Brody Cox. Second is Chase Mankin, which is going to give, unless Chase can mount a charge, is going to give Brody Cox a chance of the overall. And Mike Chobik in third. In our amateur class, we have Michael Bernstein in first, David Holeby second, and Corey Williams in third. Oh, looks like we have some change-ups. The two Can-Ams battling it out. Oh, getting real close to each other. Oh, one of them ended up breaking the Nerf bar, too. Wow. Open wheel racing gets gnarly sometimes. I don't know if it damaged the front end for that other driver, but it definitely broke the Nerf bar. He's going to probably have to take inventory as best he can in the driver's seat.
Oh, 1 foot. First place is wrecked.
Oh, and over. Goes over. I think that was our first place driver, Michael Bernstein. Man. All right, so it looks like David Holeby may have actually. Now it's the Yamaha. I think that is Corey Williams. Is ended up in first place. Wow. Wild. So these guys are actually getting pretty crazy, man.
I like it.
Switching it up. So in the Outlaw Amateur class, we have the Yamaha of Corey Williams. Number 27, Graphics Guys, TJ Cycles, Motorcycle Parts Limited out front. And I don't remember how he did in the first moto, so we'll have to see how he did in the first moto to see what the overall is. Oh, but now we have a Can-Am breathing down Corey Williams' neck. It's either Mark Hyam or David Holeby. Man, all the drivers taking such different lines. Awesome drone shots by the Outlaw Productions TV crew to give us all this different angles so we can see all the different lines that they're taking. Man, really holding it tight around this corner. It's about as tight as those side-by-sides can turn. Man, these guys are all really hugging all these inside lines. I think it might be more of a protection method at this point. So I can't quite see that number, but I think it's Corey Williams out front. Yeah, number 19 is Mark Hyam in second. Or maybe it's Higgum. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. If any of you guys know it, just let me know. But they are battling. Oh, going for the option line around the outside.
The other one is 27.
Okay, so Corey Williams out front and Mark Hyam in second, applying some serious pressure. Great battle out on course. Oh, man. Just trying to dive it down on the inside. So California versus Texas. Currently, Texas has the lead, but California is putting some serious pressure. Oh, Mark Hyam going through the whoops, making the pass. Letting all that power, or putting all that power to the ground, man. All right, so we got a change up. Mark Hyam in first in the Outlaw Amateur class, and Corey Williams moving back to second, unfortunately. Still staying right there, though, so if Mark Hyam makes any mistakes, Corey's there to capitalize. All right, and Brody Cox still leading the way in the Outlaw Expert class, followed by Chase Mankin and Mike Chobek. Here we go. Mark Hyam getting into lappers, or getting into, looks like Mike Chobek maybe, on the tail end of the Expert class, which means, in my opinion, that it looks like Mark is going to soon need to move up from amateur to the expert class. There he goes. Nice clean racing by those two drivers. Great, great racing. Keeping it nice and tight, but still giving each other enough room to not damage the cars. All these drivers really, really taking a lot of the inside lines. It'll be interesting to see these guys' lines compared to some of the pro lines. Some of the pro lines are probably going to push out further, keep a little bit more momentum, look for a little bit more traction. But Mark Hyam out of Oak Hills, California, sponsored by Elka, Roll Design, GBC Tires, Maxima, Texera Tech, Fuel Wheels, Trail Performance, PRP, and Alsup Racing. All of your sponsors are probably going to be pretty happy, man, because it looks like pretty soon you're going to be moving from the amateur to the expert class and battling with those guys. All right, let's go through your running order real quick as it stands. We got in the Outlaw Amateur class, we got Mark Hyam, number 19. We got Corey Williams in second. Byron Mowry in third. David Holeyby in fourth. James Thomas in fifth. Michael Bernstein in sixth. And Brian Stevenson in seventh. In the Outlaw Expert class, we got Brody Cox in first. Chase Mankin in second. And Mike Chobek in third. It looks like it's a good chance that Brody Cox is going to come away with the overall victory today. Well, Brody Cox is still pushing it, man. That's for sure. All right, Brody Cox and Chase Mankin still cutting some seriously fast laps over here at the Outlaw Series West in Cedar City, Utah for round 1 of the series, presented by Can-Am and Red Bull. Glad all of you guys could join us. Watch some of this pretty amazing battling. We've seen a lot of racing today. We've seen four-wheel racing from quads. We've seen side-by-side racing. And, of course, we've seen the dirt bikes as well. Oh, no. So Brody Cox just takes out one of the flags. Didn't quite have his line selected properly. I don't know if that's going to trigger anything in Chase Mankin to understand that he made a mistake, see if he can put some more pressure on him. We got another battle on the track. Oh, one RS1 getting loose. Have to get the number on those vehicles to find out who it is. Another mistake. Looks like the 295 and the 225. So let's see here. James Thomas and Michael Bernstein. Both of them really going for it. Looks like Bernstein's got a little bit more pace than Thomas does, but unable to execute the pass. All right, looks like the running order is roughly the same. Brody Cox still out front, Chase Mankin in second, and Mike Choback in third. For the side-by-side Outlaw Expert class, for the side-by-side Outlaw Amateur class, we still have Mark Hyam out front, Corey Williams, Byron Mowry has moved up, David Holyby, James Thomas, and let's see here, Michael Bernstein and Brian Stevenson. Rounding it out. So next moto coming up, we have race number 11, which is side-by-side pro stock. One step above the guys that you currently see on the track. And some of these guys had some of the fastest laps of the weekend so far. Casey Sims came home with a victory, but we know all of these guys.
Take out my camera. Hit the red.
A lot of action out on the track, and there's going to be a lot of action in this next moto as well. Got the checker flag coming out. Great job to all these drivers. Oh, no. All right, this next race we have coming up is race number 11, side-by-side pro stock. One of the most intense races from Moto 1. Casey Sims, your second driver in line, came home with the win. Followed by number 222, Cole Fink from Fontana, California, in the middle. Braden Baker, the fourth driver in line from your right in the black and blue car, was third. Caden McCachran, the black and orange car on the inside, was fourth. These guys had a knockdown, drag-out moto last time. Tons and tons of battles. Talked to some of these drivers after the race, and some were upset, some were really happy, but I think all in all, everybody is very, very competitive and out for vengeance in this second moto. Getting ready to get the green flag. Caden McCachran started from the outside, the sixth spot, which would be all the way to your left on the other side of that blue car with the white in the back. And now he's starting from the inside. This should be interesting. Going to be a good race. Thank you guys for watching the live stream, hanging out with us. Appreciate everybody that's commented in so far via text message to us personally or through the live stream channels. Looks like we have our last driver just showing up to the gate, so we should be ready pretty soon. So from right to left, I'll try to get this as good as possible here. We have Caden McCachran all the way to the right of your screen in the black and orange car. Casey Sims, last moto winner. The second car in line from your right. Then we have Cole Fink right next to Casey Sims. Braden Baker in the black and blue car in the middle. We also have Chris Johnson and Spencer May. Very interesting how these guys position themselves on the starting gate or the starting line to be able to attack corner number one. As you can see, the distance from the inside where Caden McCachran is much, much shorter. But man, you got to get a good jump. I think even from a racing standpoint, Caden McCachran has done a very good job positioning himself all the way to the inside there. For nothing less than just the intimidation factor. Because if he gets a jump, if he gets a good jump, he's got to wheel up on everybody. So 102 is McCachran, 188 is Sims. 222, Fike Feek. Number 77 is Braden Baker. Number 35 is Chris Johnson. And number 95 is Spencer May. Spencer May from Utah. All the other drivers from California except for Caden McCachran from Las Vegas. Here we go. Getting ready to let these guys get with it. This is going to be a great race. I can't wait to call this one. Oh, looks like Sims. Caden McCachran unfortunately didn't get the jump that he wanted. He's going to stick to the inside. All right, so Sims out front. Cole Fike. Oh, just lets both McCachran and Braden Baker by. I don't know if that was a mistake. So Braden Baker in second place position. So Casey Sims, Braden Baker, Caden McCachran, and Cole Fike. And it looks like Chris Johnson and Spencer May. So these guys in the front four are neck and neck. All these guys were pretty close on speed. So it'll be interesting to see what types of lap times they are turning in this second moto. All right, so the running order is still the same. Sims, Baker, McCachran, and Fike. And please correct me if I'm pronouncing Fike's name wrong. Let us know. Wow, looks like they're getting a little bit loose going through some of those corners. I like McCachran's line through there. All taking the inside. The first moto, Sims took a little bit more big. Sims took a little bit bigger chunk out of the second, third, and fourth place guys in the first lap. But it looks like Braden Baker's keeping him pretty honest. Caden McCachran is driving his butt off in third spot there. Looks like the first, second, and maybe fourth place have a little bit of a power advantage on Caden McCachran, but he's still driving with as much momentum as he possibly can, trying to keep that RS1 up in the top three. Oh, Casey Sims just riding the wall that whole time. That was a little bit sketchy, but he pulled it off pretty good there. And all three of the others, second, third, and fourth place, all opted for that safer outside line. Looks like Sims' line might have been a little bit faster. That line wasn't faster in the first moto, though. Some of the guys practicing for the mini bike race out there. Thanks again to the Outlaw Productions TV crew for bringing us these fantastic shots, especially like that one of Sims just sending it off of that step down. Braden Baker just following through there, as well as Caden McCachran. Being able to bring you this live feed and have you guys be able to watch it at home for your favorite drivers is pretty amazing. I'm glad that we can bring it to you guys and also have fun along the way with everybody here. Oh, well, thank you guys for all the positive comments. We appreciate it. Live feed and great job announcing. Love the drone footage. And go Casey Sims. Yep. George White, Utah Gym. Congratulations, you received. Oh, okay. Yeah, George White, he wishes he was there. We wish you were here too, George. And thank you guys for the positive comments as well. But like I said, feel free to comment in and let us know what we can do better and who your favorite drivers are. Casey Sims got some fans at home. Man, those ruts are getting pretty deep going into some of those corners. You see it swallowing up the right side of Braden Baker's car there. And man, Braden has some serious pressure from Caden McCachran. Casey Sims looks like he's just driving it just as smooth or as he did in the first moto, just kind of getting his flow down. All these lines very similar for all these top 4 drivers. I think it's going to come down to a matter of inches where you're using the track for everything it's got, keeping as much momentum as you possibly can, riding the crowns of the corners like Caden McCachran just did. And Casey Sims did as well as he went through that double lane section before, option to the inside and option to the outside. Up on the bike a little bit, Braden Baker makes a mistake. Caden McCachran trying to capitalize. Both those drivers hanging their inside tires a little bit off the corner. Braden Baker is feeling the pressure. And it looks like Braden actually runs a brake light on his RS1 Polaris Razor. So Caden McCachran can probably see that and gauge a little bit off of that. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors, especially Can-Am and Red Bull for being a part of the series. So it looks like the track has gotten faster in these second motos. So we're going to have to see if the Pro Turbos can lower their lap times as well. Casey Sims was the fastest to date with a 3 minutes 54 seconds. That ties the Pro Turbo fastest lap of the day with Bo Judge. So Casey Sims out there just hauling the mail. All right, let's go through your running order real quick. Casey Sims in first, Braden Baker's in second, Caden McCachran in third, Cole Fike in fourth, Chris Johnson in fifth, and Spencer May rounded out. That shot of Braden Baker was a great shot. You can see the car always unweighted on one side of the car. So you have to load the left side or the right side, front and rear. When you see the car do that, usually the drivers are trying to be as smooth as they can in the cockpit, but also really busy in the cockpit as well, mostly with their feet, trying to gauge how much throttle control they have and how much brake pressure they're using. You'll notice that some of the drivers, if they just whip the steering wheel, you'll see the car have abrupt movements, wanting to keep up as much momentum as possible going through those switchbacks. You don't want the car moving that much. Oh, wow. So Braden Baker makes a mistake, backs everybody up. Caden McCachran and Cole Fike both get by. So it looks like Caden McCachran is going to be in second place, Cole Fike in third, and Braden Baker, unfortunately, with that mistake, moves back to fourth. And Caden McCachran is really pushing that car. He's been on two wheels numerous times, driving the wheels off that thing basically. Cool to see these guys are pushing the limits of how fast these side-by-sides can go. Casey Sims has, well, basically walked away from the field as it is, setting the fastest lap of the day for the pro stocks. Now that Caden McCachran has a little bit of a clean air, we're going to have to see what kind of lap times he can pull in the next couple laps here. You can see that flow that we were talking about earlier in the day. When those drivers get the flow and they get their mojo going, so to speak, it's really easy to see in the way that the car moves around. Left to right, how smooth they enter the corners, how early they enter the corners. So it looks like still 3 minutes 54 seconds set by Casey Sims is going to be the fastest pro stock lap and tying Bo Judge for the fastest pro side-by-side lap of the day currently. Bo Judge still has all the opportunity he wants in this second moto to beat that lap. The track may be getting a little bit faster with some of the ruts, keeping the vehicles a little bit more settled in some of the corners. So we'll just have to see how things go. Caden McCachran spread it out a little bit on Cole Fike. And Braden Baker, man, he's not done either. And man, they are still all pushing it. Second, third, and fourth. No mechanical mercy on these vehicles for the rest of today. And that's what I'm saying by flow. Did you see how those corners for both Cole Fike and Caden McCachran, they were just drifting around those corners, finessing those cars. And dust is getting a little bit bad now. It'll be interesting to see how that shapes up for the Outlaw Pro class. Casey Sims bringing it around. We'll pass by the finish line in just a second here. Casey Sims looks like he is, man, just putting himself in the best position possible with the 3:54 fastest lap of this race. The fastest lap for Caden McCachran, who is running second right now, was on lap 1 at 3:59. So quite a bit different. So Cole Fike still giving Caden McCachran all he can handle. Oh, if Caden McCachran makes any mistake, Cole Fike is going to be right there to slide through. Oh, both drivers using as much of the track as possible. Holy smokes. Actually going out to a different option on the line choice right there. Both drivers stepping out a little bit with the rear ends, losing a little bit of momentum. Really good battle. Both these drivers driving their tail off. Thanks again to the Outlaw Productions TV crew for providing us these fantastic camera and drone shots so we can get all of the action following. I don't know about you guys at home, but I can definitely not drive a drone this well, and for them to see it and let us call the races so easy is pretty phenomenal. So thank you very much to all of the Outlaw Productions TV crew. As we see some of the sponsors pass by on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, thank you very much to the guys over at Injector Dynamics. Thank you to Maxxis. Thank you to PCI Race Radios. Double E Racing. Man, look at that. Yeah, that lighting. Thank you to RedBull. Looks just insane in those camera shots. Thank you to United RV. Thank you to Crown Construction. Man, those lighting shots look great for us. I think the drivers are probably, when they head straight towards the westerly sun, maybe a little bit much to handle in the cockpit. Man, these drivers are still pushing it so hard. Casey Sims has really proved himself to be the class of the field today. Whether it's setup, driving skill, whatever it is, man, he has really done a fantastic job. Caden McCachran and Cole Fike still just battling it out, man. Never let up. Never give up, never let up. Both these drivers just hammer down. We were talking about some of these lines, like using that outside berm as a slingshot move, and it's really cool that these guys are actually using this now. All right, Casey Sims coming out. I think he's getting the white flag now. Caden McCachran looks like he separated himself a little bit from Cole Fike, but he's not going to be able to chill at all for this lap. Thank you to the beautiful Utah sun and the beautiful Utah weather for giving us these amazing shots, showing you how fantastic this facility here is at Iron Mine in Cedar City, Utah, for the 2022 Outlaw Series West, presented by Can-Am and RedBull. Oh, you can see how violent it is inside the car, going through some of those rough bumps. That driver's head was just moving around all over the place. Great shot of Caden McCachran going through the, man, really still pushing it, getting up on two wheels. Oh, as does Cole Fike. These drivers are not letting up. All of these drivers have changed up their lines during this moto because of the way that the track has progressed. Some of these lines are getting chewed up. Some of them are getting to be quite a bit faster. You can see some of the ruts coming through some of these corners, and you can also see some of the chop that's coming through with the square edge bumps, like coming out of that corner right there where Caden McCachran avoided his right front tire going into that pothole. Oh, and Caden McCachran goes a little bit off course. Man, he is still pushing it so hard. For any of you at home that are wondering about going off course, as long as you go off course and you come back in the safest position and you do not gain any advantage, which he clearly didn't, he lost, it is okay to do that. And I can guarantee you he was looking in his mirrors, making sure that it was safe. Caden McCachran is a consummate professional. As we go to Casey Sims is going to be finishing up his last lap here through the chicanes. We're going to call this the snake in the back here. Upwards of probably 55, 60 miles an hour before you hit that step down. Really, really fast. Few more corners to go for Casey Sims. Casey Sims still driving it really nice and smooth on the way home. Great driving by the youngster today. Again, you can see the way that the track has, I don't know, deteriorated, but in my opinion, gotten better because I like it rougher. The rougher, the better on the course. Really shows your setup, but you can see Casey Sims even really violent going through there back and forth. I think that's fantastic that the track has matured over the period of the day. Offers these drivers a completely different scenario than what they raced on at the beginning of the day. Some of these drivers choosing a little bit wider setup, some of them choosing a skinnier setup, meaning track width. You see Caden McCachran's car is a little skinnier. All right, so running order for this final lap. Casey Sims about to cross the finish line. Caden McCachran in second. Cole Fike in third. Braden Baker fourth. Chris Johnson fifth. And Spencer May sixth. As Casey Sims comes through and crosses the finish line to win the first Outlaw Series West Pro Stock overall. We're going to have to look and see how the overall results stack up. I think Cole Fike with a 3-2, or excuse me, a 3-3. So it looks like Caden McCachran will probably take second with a 4-2. All of those second, wow. Oh, so we still have one more lap left. Okay. Yeah, so that was my bad. But yeah, still all of the stuff that I'm saying as far as the overall goes is still true. So as it stands right now, Casey Sims will come home with a 1-1, which means 2 points, the lowest amount of points that you can score for the day. So that will be the overall win. Caden McCachran will be a 4-2 with 6 points. The second moto best finish is what is the tiebreaker. Cole Fike will be a 3-3. And Braden Baker, no, a 2-3, excuse me. So he would come home with second. And Caden McCachran would come home with third. And Braden Baker would come home with a 2-4, sixth. Unfortunately, just getting edged out by Caden McCachran. But, man, these guys were dicing it out. It was like anybody could win at any point. And then Casey Sims just pulled it out a little bit. As you can see, all three drivers in the top three: Casey Sims, Caden McCachran, Cole Fike, and now fourth place driver as well with Braden Baker. All in the same drone shot. Again, fantastic drone coverage by the Outlaw Productions TV crew. There's that speed again from Casey Sims. Push a little too hard in that corner, but still keeping it nice and smooth. All right, so race number 11 is about to wind up. Race number 12, we have ATV Pro, and then our final moto of the day will be side-by-side Pro Outlaw. As the sun comes to set in Utah, Casey Sims looking for the hero line too. He saw all the motocross guys doing it. Man, I love the way Casey just pivoted through that corner, making it look effortless. On the dry stuff, it pushed a little bit, but Casey recovers quickly. Definitely need your car to have a lot of front end bite to manage this track well. Some of these guys raising the rear end of the car up a little bit, lowering the front to get a little bit more traction in the front. These guys still pushing just as hard as they possibly can. two different sections of ruts there, going through that left-hander. Casey Sims coming through to get the white flag. One more lap to bring this victory home. The ruts are getting pretty gnarly on the track now. It'll be really good to see what the Outlaw, the Pro Outlaw side-by-side class does. See Cole Fike. Good idea of the gaps there between Sims, McCachran, and Fike, as well as Braden Baker. All of these drivers are so evenly matched, it's crazy. Final half a lap for Casey Sims. See Braden Baker still giving his all, trying to catch Cole Fike. And Caden McCachran coming down the long straightaway as well. See how much the suspension actually moves through some of those small bumps. Has to tighten it up coming through this chicane. All right, as we follow Casey Sims, congratulations. Casey Sims puts a lot of hard work into his program with his family. Very well deserved. Great driving by Casey Sims all day. You can't take anything away from this kid for having a fantastic skill set and toolbox behind him with his family. I mean, look at the way he just handled those ruts. He's got about a quarter of a lap to bring this victory home. And like I mentioned before, this is going to be the first overall pro stock winner of the Outlaw Series West. So he's definitely setting himself up to be a series champion very quickly with performances like this. So here goes Casey Sims, just throwing a little bit of love with the throttle there. One last corner. Crosses the finish line. Congratulations, Casey Sims. Very well deserved overall win. Looks like Caden McCachran is going to bring home second in this moto, and it looks like it's going to probably be a third place overall. And Cole Fike is going to have a 2-3 for second place overall, and Braden Baker with 6 points going to come home with a fourth place overall. Man, those drivers were just ripping that moto. Man, what a great race. What a great race. Congratulations to all those drivers. And top 5 is Chris Johnson and Spencer May. Good job, boys. Way to bring it home. Race number 12 will be ATV Pro. ATV Pro is we just got word that the track did get a little faster for Caden McCachran, pulling a 3 minutes and 56 seconds on lap 6. Looks like it takes Caden McCachran a little bit of time to warm up, but man, those are some seriously fast lap times. And Fike was a 3:57 on lap 3. So all of those drivers really improving, getting used to the track, warming up to it. Like I said, ATV Pro, race number 12 is coming up. You'll see those three riders there. Number 4, Logan Huff out of St. George, Utah. Sponsored by Fast Company, GVC Tires, Tire Blocks, Elka Suspension. Number 23, David May out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Good Spirits Bar and Grill, West Jordan, and Amazing Auto SLC. And number 85, Austin Turner at Paonia, Colorado. Optibike Electric Bikes, MXG Graphics, Rosier Engineering, Fast Company, GVC Tire Blocks, Blood Lubricants, DP Brakes, Elka, and Roll Design. All right, and we are going to get the side-by-side pros lined up as well as the ATV pros get ready to take off. These are our final 2 motos of the day. All right, the ATV pros are just now taking off. Man, this sun is going to be a factor to deal with for these guys for sure, with some of this dust. Man, look at all the ruts and all the berms that have piled up over the course of the day. You can really see it with the shadows now. The track looks like it's actually getting wider because of the lines that all of these riders are taking. All right, we'll get a running order for you here in just a little bit. All right, leaving where he left off last time. Logan Huff, number 4, out in first. Austin Turner in second, and David May, number 23, in third. All right, Logan Huff still out front, just pulling away. Austin Turner second, and David May third. Man, talk about railing a turn or the hero line. Logan Huffman just made that corner look so good. So Logan Huffman about halfway through his race. All right, white flag is out for the ATV Pro Race. Final moto of the day. We are going to have side-by-side Pro Outlaw, the big dogs. You notice that the Pro Stock class had just a smidge faster lap times in the first moto, in the second motos than the first motos. And we're wondering if the Pro Outlaw class can do the same thing. Yeah, they're crossing the finish. Final few corners for Logan Huff, bringing it home. 1-1's going to make it nice and easy for him. Man, hopefully a photographer got that shot with the sun in the background. That could definitely be his Instagram default. No. You want to do it? All right, great job, too. Logan Huff coming home with the win. Austin Turner second, and David May going to come home in third. Race number 13 is the final race of the day. Side-by-side Pro Outlaw, the big dogs. We can't wait to see these guys go. Bo Judge took home the victory in the first moto, and Jeremiah Wagner was second. So it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out finish. If Jeremiah Wagner can get a hole shot, man, he is not going to let Bo Judge pass easily. So we're going to have to see how it turns out. These guys are going to have some adverse conditions because the sun will be right in their face when they're headed directly west, which is a couple portions of the course. Final moto of the day of the first round of the 2022 Outlaw Series West, presented by Can-Am and Red Bull, out here at Iron Mine in Cedar City, Utah. Fantastic facility, great racing. We're happy to bring the Outlaw Series to the West Coast. You can see all the side-by-side Pro Outlaw racers just getting lined up there. Looks like we got a Kawasaki way out on the end. That's interesting. Looks like maybe a newcomer, huh? We didn't have that Kawasaki entered in the first race, so we will see.
Yep.
Maybe, just maybe, that will be Robert Stout. We'll have to see.
I hope that's Robert.
All right, so
go ahead.
I want to introduce the producer extraordinaire, Josh Stapleton, is now going to help commentate.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here going to help George commentate. He's been commentating for about 9 hours.
I kind of feel like my voice needs tacos to moisturize it.
Oh, yeah. I'm there to join you.
But yeah, feel like this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out race. A lot of these races have been decided by the hole shot, and Bo Judge has a really, really good position on the inside.
I'm pumped to see Robert back out here.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed that it's him. So we'll have to see if there's injector dynamics on the side of the car.
Yeah, because I chased him back at Texplex on his Yamaha, and that was the fastest Yamaha I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was the cleanest sound. I've never heard a YZ sound like that. It was amazing. And so when I saw him coming out here, I was pumped.
Yep, that YXZ was built by Paul Yaw of Yaw Power, who also built that Polaris Razor Pro R. Oh, wow. And this Kawasaki KRX. Whoa, look at
gone.
That's
him. He got a whole shot.
Yeah, it does look like the Injector Dynamics car. We'll have to see. Yeah. Unfortunately, he got pushed out. Bo Judge with the whole shot. Jeremiah Wagner in second. So Jeremiah has to win this moto to take home the overall. I think he's probably going to do everything in his power to come out and pass in these next couple turns here.
I don't know if it's a suspension, but during practice, that Pro R was bouncing all over the place in the motocross section. But when he got to the back part, that's when he let loose. But
Jeremiah Wagner?
No, Robert.
Oh yeah,
he was all over. He was all over the place in the motocross section. But I'm curious to see how he gets in. The,
and
back.
Especially with this naturally aspirated Kawasaki as well.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. I didn't even notice the Kawasaki.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we'll see if that is Robert. We can get a close-up of it.
Yeah, it might be.
There we go. Maybe we can get a little bit in there.
Oh, that is the.
Yeah, it looks like it. Actually, I can't tell the side of the car.
Okay, here we go. He's about to come by here.
Bo Judge.
I actually like
doing what Bo Judge does. You like what?
I was talking to Ben about how Bo Judge's Can-Am actually has a little glue on it to kind of separate them.
Yeah, I like that as well. I was talking to Caden Wells about that because Caden Wells' brother actually wraps that car. So.
Oh, right on.
Cool to see. I like the way Bo Judge has that color scheme a little bit different. It makes it so it stands out quite a bit better for media guys like us, so we can see who is who on the track.
Exactly. All right, let's refresh timing and scoring. So like I said, timing and scoring is not always super accurate. It's a very long track, and there's pretty much only one checkpoint.
Yep,
so
but
we do our best.
This is definitely right so far. Bo Judge, Jeremiah Wagner, Taylor Cox, Ben Fournier, and Sean Saxton.
Oh, yeah, so I don't see Robert out there. So, yeah, is that a Kawasaki?
Yeah, maybe Saxton is in a Kawasaki.
Oh, heck yeah.
Or no, maybe it's just a
I
green
don't know.
razor.
Maybe. We'll find out.
It's really wide. It reminded me of the
Let's see
Kawasaki
here.
stance, but
Oh, it's a Polaris. Yeah. No Kawasaki's out there. I think the other one in the 5th, Sexton.
dude, it looks
Sean-
just like a Kawasaki.
I don't know. Maybe that.
But no,
maybe
you're right. It is it's a
Polaris?
Turbo S.
Okay. So we got Can-Am and Polaris out there battling it out.
Dude, it was so wide sitting on the starting line. I was thinking to myself, like,
Woo, look at that shot with
Yeah.
the sunset.
that's cool. That sun is going
Yes.
right into the drivers' faces, though. So I don't know if they pick tinted lenses or what color lenses they pick.
Yeah, that's a good question. So I know with Moto we do like the prism lenses and stuff to see ruts, but I don't know about side by sides. It was just dust and kind of drifting.
Right, or the chrome lenses or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Man, it'll be interesting to see the lap times, too, in this class to see if the track's gotten faster. It looks like Bo Judge is actually really pushing hard. So,
Yeah, look at that straightaway. Just that car's fast. Our poor cameraman out there on the motocross section's getting kind of pelted by the sun, but he's going to do his best to bring all the best coverage possible. But this is one of the best lighting we've had. It looks gorgeous out there with the mountains in the background, the nice sunset. Really makes the colors on the car pop. Oh, he's off the track.
oh, man.
Whoa, he's going to watch
So,
that water right there. Oh,
Ben Fournier and who is that, Taylor Cox?
Oh, they gave him a little love tap. Oh, no.
And Ben spins
Oh,
out.
bro, he's going to take everyone out with him.
Looks like he might have broken axle. Whoa, Ben is just getting wild. Yeah, it looks like he broke an axle. Nope, he's just turning.
Oh, man.
Turning a lot of. Yeah, he broke an
yeah,
axle.
yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like
But he took I think he took someone out with him.
he just went wild, huh? So Taylor
no.
Cox and Ben Fournier, unfortunately, I don't think are going to be able to continue. That's going to put Sean Saxton up to 3rd place. Dude's getting wild in the last moto of the day, Josh.
Oh, man. I've been watching Ben since expert class, and
We should just
You
keep
don't-
making. We should just keep making fun of me and say this Kawasaki's in 3rd
I
and
know,
Saxton.
right? We need some Kawasaki love.
But yeah, you were saying you've been watching.
I've been watching Ben since expert class, and it was really cool to see him move up because he was just dominating that class. But one thing I've learned with Ben is if anyone contested him in the lead or just any pass, if he sees a pass, he will just full send it.
Yeah,
even
full
to a
Barsha
cement
style.
wall. I mean, I've seen him go into cement walls. I've seen him just
So
fly over.
speaking of sending it, Sean Saxton, as you watched him go through with that fantastic drone shot by our buddy Cruz over here, was actually just bouncing off the sides of the track on 2 wheels, 4 wheels, and then the other side of the car. Pretty interesting to see, man.
So what is that blue light on that Polaris rear? That
It's
something's-
just like a chase light so that people can see it, like in the back.
Okay. I didn't know if that was some type of like an.
Not necessary, not legal in the Outlaw series, but in other series it is necessary to have that. You have to have that to be legal, so maybe he had that for a certain race.
Okay, right on, right on.
Jeremiah Wagner still keeping Bo Judge somewhat honest. Just a straightaway back. I will have to say that Jeremiah Wagner drove a fantastic race in the first race, and it looks like he's actually driving a little bit smoother this race as well. Trying to keep that gap a little bit less to Bo Judge.
Fresh timing and scoring for y'all here. We had, like I said, a little collision with Ben Fournier. Was that Taylor that was also with him?
Yeah.
So we're on lap number 2.
So the way that it works, because Ben Fournier and Taylor Cox both exited the track in the same area, the timing and scoring is going to take their last check-in point, and Taylor Cox was in front of Ben Fournier at that point. So that's probably how the results are going to end up.
I'm sorry, what?
Josh, do you think the track looks like it's faster in the second moto than it was in the first moto for the Outlaw Pro class?
I think so. I think also with this track, for how long it is, they know how to judge when to let off and when to kind of just go full send on those long straightaways and stuff a little bit better. Maybe at the beginning they kind of, because it's a lot of zigzagging, like a lot of S turns, especially through like this near the finish line. There's like 5 snake turns in a row, and you maybe forget which one's what if you're like in the dust.
And a lot of these drivers and riders are getting more used to it, so I think they're getting more muscle memory and understanding where the turns are. And Bo Judge, look, he chose the middle of that corner instead of the outside, and in the first moto it was a little bit different than that.
And especially in the motocross track, if you kind of see here, the turns have kind of widened out a little bit and kind of flattened out for the UTVs and side-by-sides. So I almost think they're able to drift a little bit cleaner, whereas before, you know, with the dirt bikes and the berms are kind of built up like a dirt bike, so they weren't able to like dig in and drift like they wanted to.
Yeah, good call too, and that's what made the dirt bikes go to do the hero line as well, because all that dirt got pushed up on the berm.
Oh yeah, I would love to hit that on a 450. Just
you're a hero line guy too, big hero line guy.
It makes you look so fast, even if you're like sitting in 5th. You just
and somebody takes the inside and goes right by you, but you're 4th gear wide open.
Yeah.
As you guys can tell, it's the end of the day. We're having a little bit of fun on the broadcast. Thank you guys very much for joining us, hanging out. Josh was doing a lot of the production portion here, getting all this stuff for you and directing all the camera guys, as well as managing some of the comments and getting me all the information that I need. So really cool to see the Outlaw Productions TV crew coming together, getting you guys all this coverage. But even more important, thank you guys very much for watching. Just walking through the pits, going to the podium about 5 minutes ago for the Pro Stock class. We got a bunch of compliments saying fantastic job on the live feed. Had people watching from all across the country, so thank you guys very, very much for tuning in. We really, really appreciate it. If you got a chance, share all of this stuff with your friends so they can watch it. Share the Stoke, as we call it in Southern California. And get more people to come to the races, hang out with us, participate in these races. And if you want to come out and participate in these races, we would love to see you. Beautiful facility out here in Cedar City. You can always go to outlawseries.com, see where the next races are going to be at. We have one in Taft, California. We have some more in Texas. And, man, it's just going to be really cool. We have some in Nevada. There's all kinds of good places for you to come out. If you're just a beginner side-by-side racer, like Josh would be if he wanted to race a side-by-side, where would you pick, Josh, to go? You got California, you got Texas. I know you live in Texas, but
I don't know. I've never been to California. I've always wanted to go.
Maybe race your first side-by-side in California, right?
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
But, yeah, so you guys can do the same thing. Go to outlawseries.com, check out all the events and the schedule. It's pretty impressive on all the stuff that Brian Adkison, our fearless leader, has put together for you guys and giving you guys a place to race. So,
I just want to say thank you to the. We have 2 volunteer camera guys that came in clutch for us. We did this stream. We had a lot of adversity trying to stream, bringing all our stuff from Texas over here to Utah, and these guys, just jumped on these cameras and helped us out, trying to bring you all the best coverage possible. And we also have. Outlaw Productions TV YouTube. We don't just do the live stream, but we also do a little bit of side videos as well. We have some awesome content coming. We have a vlog of actually the travel and the adversity that we overcome to get the live stream brought to y'all. So that should be live probably in a week or 2 weeks. We'll get that vlog uploaded. There's some funny things.
Rad, I didn't even know about that. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good little video. Me and Crew's been working hard, trying to put some behind the scenes.
Dude, Crew's always working hard.
Oh, yeah, Cruz is always working hard. Probably the hardest working guy I've ever met. I mean, it was mind-blowing the very first time I took him to an event.
But it is, it's a testament to everybody in your crew to be able to put together a package like this for all of the racers and their families that couldn't make it to the races. So thank you guys very much for doing it. As Bo Judge keeps rounding the course, just smooth sailing for Bo. Just another day in the office. But his office looks pretty cool with the white, blue, and yellow. We are going to have racing for you guys tomorrow as well with a different classification of racers. So please be sure to tune into that.
Okay. Yeah, one cool thing, it's cool to see this track. I didn't know... I was trying to find footage of this track when we first got here, and I didn't know it was shut down. That's why there's really no footage. And when Brian was looking for a new track in Utah, he apparently just came by here to talk about, oh, we used to go to this track over here, and they drove by and saw that there was people riding on it, and found out that it opened back up, and that kind of what led us to come to this track, and it's
perfect timing. You have to be there for the
beautiful.
opportunity, man. So good on you guys and Brian for getting this facility for us to be able to put out here, excuse me, and race. Lots of good criticism, constructive criticism, and advice given from all of the, excuse me, the racers and the families, telling us what they think we could do better for next time. So we appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I'm curious if this is the first time this is seeing ATVs on or UTV side-by-sides on this track.
It's not the first time. So Caden Wells said he raced here before, and a couple other guys said they had raced here before as well. But I'm not sure what and where the track was at the time.
Okay. They put Blake Gustin and
all right, so we got
work
some serious news
what's going on?
that just came through. So Jessica in live timing and scoring just let us know that the fastest laps so far this weekend have been turned. Both Bo Judge and Jeremiah Wagner have turned a 3-minute 50-second flat lap time.
They're getting it down.
So the track is definitely getting speedier, faster, whatever you want to call it, even with the adverse conditions of the dust and the sun in their eyes. Really cool to see. As you can see, you guys can look at this in the live feed from these fantastic drone shots. The track is pushing out. It's widening by itself with the natural racing that's just been taking place. Pretty cool to see.
Ooh, that sun's going down pretty quick.
That sun is going down pretty quick.
So what are we on lap? We refresh life's timing and scoring for everyone. Yeah,
we still got Bo Judge out front, Jeremiah Wagner in second, Sean Saxton in third, big Kawasaki guy. Ben Fournier in fourth, and Taylor Cox in fifth. Saxton used to always have bright yellow cars, so that's why I was so confused. But I should still be paying more attention.
Yeah.
Ben Fournier, he's limping her home. It looks like he still has an axle problem or something, but
I mean, did he end up getting third Moto 1? I don't remember. Exactly.
No, he made a couple mistakes, but he was really happy to come out here, man, and see how good he was going to do in Moto 2. Little bum for Ben, but what do they say? Go down fighting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's definitely what he did.
Fighting.
Yeah, so good on him. Bo Judge still bringing it home, smooth as butter, as they say. Great looking car. Cool shot right there by camera number 4, camera number 3, whatever you guys call it in production, of both Jeremiah Wagner and Bo Judge in the same shot. Yeah, very different vehicles and still just the same speed for their fastest lap, 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
I Can-Am just eats those braking bumps up like nothing.
It really does. They perfected the setup on those in the desert cars. That's for dang sure.
But
but
RS1s earlier.
Still, Wagner is no slouch either, man.
Drone's back.
All right, we are winding things down. We got a couple laps left for you.
All right, so yeah, it's
there we go.
Bo lapping Fournier, but like I said, Fournier's just trying to limp it home. Make sure he gets those points.
Looks like Bo Judge will have 2 more laps to go to bring this home. What's your move if you're Bo Judge right now? Are you going to hold back a little bit? Or are you going to just keep pushing it?
I think I'm just having fun. I think for this short series, this year alone for the West, I think we're here once. Is that correct?
We're here at this place once, yep.
Yeah, so you're just, at this point, you take the points, have fun, make sure your car's good, and then get ready for California.
Yeah, great idea. I think that I would probably do the same thing. I think Bo sitting in his office would probably say the same thing, but I will think that he would probably do something similar to what Caden Wells said on the earlier broadcast and keep his rhythm going.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But next year should be pretty interesting for the West Coast. I think we're going to go to the same tracks a couple of times, so you're definitely going to want to be studying if you have a bad...
Oh, so there's going to be some growth on the West Coast. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So maybe we can talk about that some more and bring some of the that type of information and those releases to the public when they come.
I know Brian has a lot of stuff in the works right now. I don't know what's official or not, but let me see if I can pull up kind of some of the plans he has. But I know, like I said, I saw this track on there a few times. I definitely saw some Nevada, California, so definitely a lot bigger. I know he loves his West Coast.
Yeah, the West Coast stuff is going to be pretty cool. Man, the sun is setting fast. This last lap lap and a half for Bo Judge needs to get executed quickly. So, Bo, do not take Josh's advice and bring the car home safely. Get there before it gets dark, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to beat the sun going down. So haul butt to the finish line, Bo, and bring this bad boy home. Jeremiah Wagner, you please do the same thing. Man, when you see these cars go that fast down those straightaways, man, it is just insane to know that he has that much control with his feet and with his steering wheel to hold that car steady before they hit those big jumps.
Yeah, I rode passenger once, and I was so scared when they first hit a jump. I was like, there's no way. I'm like bracing my back, bracing everything, and it's amazing how they just absorb and soak it all in. And I don't know, when you have a good working machine, it's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Lines are all forming. You can see that line, a berm right in the middle of the motocross track because of side-by-sides. Pretty cool to see, though. That's probably why the track has gotten faster, because those lines are coming to fruition at the end of the day. We'll see how the track turns out tomorrow. Jeremiah Wagner.
I think we have a pretty cool lineup tomorrow. There's a lot of women classes tomorrow, women dirt bikes and side-by-sides.
Perfect.
A lot of little guys. So those guys are always entertaining. They just go full send. They don't care.
All right, Bo Judge is going to be coming around, crossing the finish stripe for his last lap. We're going to give Jeremiah Wagner a little bit of love as he comes over. His car has been working great all day today. You can hear that turbo spool up, the blow-off valve. It's creating a lot of power out of that Polaris Razor.
I'm not going to lie, I called that car the Predator.
Yeah.
Because I saw those like pipes hanging out the back. It just reminded me of the Predator.
That sounds good to me. I think the Predator is a good name for that. Yeah, so Jeremiah Wagner did a fantastic job today, kept it consistent.
I'm saying pipes, the hoses.
Yep.
Looks like
I knew what you meant, man.
Sunset.
It's
That's
crazy because those big, and the sun going down. Perfect end to a great day of racing. Again, thank you guys very much for tuning in to the live feed. Always slide into the DMs for Outlaw Series and tell us what you guys want. Tell us what you think we could do better. We are here for you guys, the racers, the families, everybody at home, because we want this racing series to grow and be around for a long time. So please tell us what we can do to help make you guys happier, as well as what we can do to grow this live feed as well.
Yeah, definitely. If there's a feature y'all want, maybe something like in-car cam and stuff, when y'all actually speak it and tell us, and actually write it out for us, it gives me more fuel to kind of go to some of these supporters that bring this stream and be like, hey, this is what the people want. because I would love to just keep adding on to this stream and just giving y'all the best coverage possible. So we hear it in person, but yeah, feel free to type in the comments, type it in chat.
Dang, a photographer needed to get that shot right there, man.
Shot.
Jeremiah Wagner just blew up that berm. That was cool. So,
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Okay.
You have to reset. Oh, he's smoking.
Oh, you get Dustin's airbox from that big old
No,
box.
he's got it. That's a coolant issue. So his car must be heating up.
I thought you were just trying to stop and get a photo.
Yeah, maybe. Dude, he needed to. But Jeremiah Wagner, if you watch this live feed, make sure that you go do a screenshot of that drone shot of you blowing up that berm from Cruz. That was a fantastic shot. That's definitely your Instagram default from now on.
Oh, man. So it looks like, let's see. Yeah, something's wrong. He's rolling the tabletop. Definitely just going to try to nurse it home. Bo Judge going super clean through the motocross section of the course. Doesn't even look like suspension's working on those jumps, just jumping them perfectly.
All right, man, look at those shots. Are so fantastic. So Bo Judge is going to be coming around, I think, for final few corners. Oh, so Jeremiah Wagner is actually having other issues. So I'm not sure. Maybe he broke an axle as well. But he's going to be able to limp it across. He's got enough of a gap. He just has to nurse this bad boy home. Bo Judge going to come home with a 1-1. Perfect score for the day. Great job, Bo. Drove a fantastic race. White flag. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's see if oh, that's actually not good for Wagner.
No, that's definitely not good for Wagner. I thought he only had to limp it home about half a lap.
It might be a limp battle for some podium action. So that could be interesting, but I don't know. He looks like he's moving still pretty good. Looks like here he comes right here, about to cross the finish line area.
Oh, he's got something bent in the rear end, too, looks like.
So we can carry some speed still. Here we go. Let's get a nice shot for Bo here.
Those drone shots that Cruz is getting right now are just insanely good, man. With that sunset going down. I wonder if Bo and those guys in the car, if the sun is actually a little bit lower than what we're seeing with the drone in the sky. But these guys better hurry, man.
Okay, here comes. Is this Saxton? I can't tell.
Yeah, it looks like Saxon's still coming through, man. He's still pushing it, too.
Okay, so he's about
depending on how slow Wagner is going, Saxton could actually still catch him because he's got a full 4 minutes to do it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Wagner's still cooking pretty good, though. You can see that. Maybe the stuff that we were saying is not bothering him as much as we think.
Yeah, you got that corner pretty good there.
Oh, man, that blue light created some serious glare there. Bo Judge coming down this back straightaway for the last time for round one of the Outlaw Series West, presented by Can-Am and RedBull at beautiful Iron Mine Raceway in Cedar City, Utah.
Yeah, one thing I want to check out before I leave is the Iron Mine. Apparently there's an Iron Mine just right across the street.
Dude.
And you can go and look down in it. Apparently it's super deep, and there's a pond with big fish you can see.
Whoa, who'd have thought, right?
I want to check it out.
Yeah, so there's always cool spots to go check out at a lot of these racetracks around the country. So if you want to make a vacation out of it, bring your family. take the kids.
Go race, and I'm only about 3 hours from Vegas.
Beautiful country. We were actually, beautiful part of the country. We were actually graced with a lot of good stuff today. We got some inclement weather with some rain that helped water the track. Yesterday we had the same thing. Ambient temperature was just about 75 to 85 degrees most of the day. Optimal racing conditions for sure.
Yeah, definitely used to working this stream in 105-degree weather, so this is a huge break.
Oh, poor Fournier. Looks like he's
he's banging it.
Yeah, he's going to drive this thing home. But now he's got one lap less, so that's going to be good for him. Man, Bo Judge is still pushing it all the way to the finish line. All right, so Bo's got 2 corners left, and he's going to bring home this first place overall. Congratulations, Bo Judge, on a well-deserved win. Great driving, super consistent, super fast, setting the fastest lap of the weekend.
All right, representing
shared
Canada.
with Jeremiah Wagner.
Awesome stuff. Ben Fournier bringing it in.
Bo Judge, fastest lap of the weekend, was in this second moto, 3:49.6. So he's the only one to break under the 350 mark. That would be the overall fastest. Thank you very much to Jessica and Live Timing and Scoring for providing us with all that information.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the future rounds. I know there's a few more pros going to start coming out to these other rounds that mentioned they couldn't make this first one, but will definitely be for 3 and 4. So I'm really pumped for the series.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we sign off with the sunset right there, please check out the Outlaw Series West and the Outlaw Series Instagram pages. They have a lot of content that you'll see behind the scenes of interviews and all kinds of different cool stuff from the races today, from the practice sessions yesterday. Just really, really cool stuff. So please subscribe to them. Subscribe to the Outlaw Productions TV Instagram pages. Share this stuff as much as possible on our YouTube channel and Facebook. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you to all the sponsors of the Outlaw Series and the new Outlaw Series West. Great, great racing on this first round. We will see you guys tomorrow.
That's Cruz, ladies and gentlemen, right on that big hill right there. Taking pictures, hustling. Just having fun here. Beautiful sunset as we close out. All right, we are signing off. Thank you all for